So here we go, we're going to unbox and review this Power Horse pressure washer 3000 PSI unit from Northern Tool. Got this, it was on sale for $2.99. I had a $50 off coupon, but it says it has a 208cc engine and all kinds of other crap, whatever. You can go read it on their website. But let's go ahead and proceed with the unboxing of this Power Horse. Got the hook and the nozzles, and part for the wand. Got some plastic pieces here for assembly. Handle, cardboard, and then cardboard. Another wheel. I've got everything out the way, so I'm trying to get this thing out. Oh man, a bag of chiclets. That'll taste good later. Get this mess cleaned up and start getting it put together. Starting off, let's go ahead and assemble the wheels for this thing. Using these axle bolts and cotter pins. This is the outward part of the wheel, that's the inward part. We'll go ahead and put the handle on it. Just press it in. Make sure to lose some so that this will make it even more fun for you. side. Then we'll go ahead and install the lance into the gun. Don't wipe the lube off. And no need to over tighten it like crazy neither. Now this one, it's got a bolt and a lock nut on it. I don't know why on this one, right here, they didn't just go with their little cheap plastic there it is. Sorry. Anyway, I'll grab my screwdriver and tighten that down. I mean, you shouldn't have to watch that. Okay, here on the back of the water pump, there's a temporary fill plug installed. You want to permanently remove that in lieu of the one that's provided that has a vent and a dipstick on it. I'll bring it with this temporary plug in it for sure. It also had an O-ring on it. You don't actually need to fool with that. This one here has one. You can just screw that in there. Like so. And then, okay, so one thing about this right here is that to check the oil level, you take the dipstick out of the breather assembly here and take it off and stick it down into the pump to check the oil level. And I'm not sure how good you can see it or not, but there's a high and a low mark. There's a high and low mark on this dipstick. You probably can see the H, but the L I can't even see because the oil's over it. But it should be in the middle, and that's close enough right there. As long as it's in between those marks, it's fine. And right here you got that outlet on the pressure water pump, whatever. You just stick that in there and grab your wrench and just tighten it to where you strip all the threads off and everything. Just joking. You just hand tighten this. And right there, that's where your water hose goes. I will say this already about this thing. I really do like the hose management it's got on here. It's got a bunch that you can snap that on there and hold that. If If any of y'all have seen my other videos where I was using a red pressure washer, that was a 2800 PSI unit that came from Lowe's, and well, it wasn't even mine to begin with, it was my dad's, so that's why you see got another one here. He came and collected what was his, so needed another one. And decided not to go with something from Lowe's because I can't personally stand Lowe's, especially when it comes to buying appliances and whatnot. But anyway, that's a whole other story. But now this thing doesn't ship with any engine oil in it. Oh no, my chicklets are getting everywhere. Okay. So there's no oil in the engine. The book says 10W30 in all temperatures is what you really should be using. So I want to go run and get a quart of that stuff and go get me some gas. I got that. Get this thing fired up and try her out. So before I start with this thing, I also want to cover that. I don't know why anybody would need instructions for this, but make sure and connect your wand. If you really can't figure this stuff out, maybe you should be paying somebody else to do it for you. Check, make sure it has an air filter in it. It's best to look instead of just assuming that there it is. Oh good, and that's a sponge top. Perfect, and yeah, she's definitely in there. So another thing I want to point out that I like about this unit here is that it just ain't got some cheap gas filler. Whatever. It's actually got a strainer included in there. Haven't seen that in any other pressure washer I've used yet. But just go ahead and fill it. I think I read it'll hold a gallon of gas. I got just a little under a gallon in this here can, so I'll just dump the contents in there. Okay, well maybe it doesn't hold quite a gallon. It's awful close though. Anyway, I also like that cap's on a chain so that you can't just screw around and lose your cap while you're at it. You don't have to worry about placing it somewhere and it winding up on the ground either. And it clicks to tell you it's firmly in place. So let's get down here to the last matter at hand. Let's put some engine lube in this thing so we're not sorry. Oh yeah, and it's going to be best to use a funnel. Here I got me a funnel. Which I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip this thing up on its side to make it a lot easier to fill. And tilt this sucker like that. There. Now first, before I put the engine oil in it, I'm going to put some Marvel Mystery oil into it first there. So that will definitely help a little, especially since this engine's brand new. I also put some in the gas now, and I've already filled it and thought about it. Okay, so I got the water hose hooked in and turned on. Next thing you want to do is let the air out of the hose. Cat was like, I don't want none of that. No, I don't have a tip on it yet, but I will in just a minute. First things first. Make sure that there's no air in the lines, because that's the fastest, bestest way to hurry up and burn up a pump. And now this unit here has the quick disconnect fittings, which most do. That's on there properly. Make sure there's no air in the lines. Looking pretty good. This engine doesn't have an auto choke, so you have to manually choke that sucker. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'm going over here. Turn the fuel supply on. Turn the engine on.